Ooh. Oh, this thing will run.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I think of your stinking alarm system?
You took them.
Oh my God, look what you did to this thing. Oh yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh. Oh yeah.
Oh my God. Alright guys, this is my 1986 Ford F250. This is a vehicle that's been in my family for over 20 years now. Just now finally getting around to doing some great things with this. This thing has been sitting here since 2003. So it's been sitting for exactly 20 years, has not moved out of this spot, has not started, has not ran. Now I've been told that the transmission is not working in this vehicle and that's why it was parked. So we're gonna be the ones to dive in and figure out actually what happened. So in today's video, hopefully, we're gonna get this thing running and see if it'll move. First time in 20 years, let's get into it. This is my uncle's 1986 Ford F250. Now, he bought this thing back in, I believe, 95, and he used it pretty much for his daily driver, going to school, all sorts of other stuff. So you can actually see right here, back in 91, whoever was driving this at the time actually had used it for their college vehicle. But 86 is a 1 year only. It's the first year of electronic fuel injection for these trucks. So if this was an 85, it would have had a carburetor on it. But this truck's got interesting options. So it's an XLT. Was it a Lariat? I didn't remember if we looked inside if it was a Lariat.
It's XLT, I don't know about Lariat.
But no, it just looks like it's an XLT from what I can see. Red interior, obviously. So you can see we still gotta go through it and clean it out, but it's got cruise control. It's an automatic. It's a like gunmetal metallic and gray two-tone. It's a dual tank truck. It's a single cab long bed. It does have a 60 in the back, which is the Sterling.
It is Sterling.
It looks like, yeah, it looked like a Sterling, which is what's in this truck, which is really crazy. But yeah, F250. And ironically enough, I have all the weird options you could possibly get with this thing. If I can get this hood open. This hood's a pain in the butt to get open.
Anytime now. Craig 909 doesn't know it.
It has a 5-liter in it. So it's an F250 with a 5-liter, which is a little bit interesting on its own, but yeah, you can see this thing's been sitting for a heck of a long time. Has not been worked on or running or anything in 20 years. So I'll overlay the photo of the tag in the back and you can see it says 2003 on it. But yeah, this thing's cool. It's got a bunch of retro styling to it. It's got the old slider window in the back that we'll definitely have to get retinted. It has, I believe, if I remember right, somewhere around 80,000, 85,000 miles, which he says 100% or 184,000. So, but yeah, it has power windows. It's got cruise control. It's got a pretty good amount of options for what it is. And today we're gonna see if we can actually get this thing to run. So, but this thing has a killer patina on it, which is actually cool for these trucks because normally they're either rusted in half or they don't normally have like a cool surface patina to them. But because it's been sitting in this spot for 20 years, this side, this is where all the moisture was from these plants. And you can see this side is way more on this side. You also probably noticed that it has a pretty cool set of Outlaw wheels, which ironically were what was on Michael's truck before we made it a dually. And if you haven't seen that already, I'll put a card up. Definitely check that video out. It's pretty cool. He converted this thing into a dually. So we have another set of them. We have the old ones off of this truck. Tires aren't that great, but they hold air. But these are both a 16.5 with a 33.12.5 on them. So we'll be able to put these on and it'll hold air because these current ones are not really doing the job. I mean, they're holding air, but I don't think they'll really go very far like that. But they are still holding air all the way around. But either way, I think this will be pretty fun. So we're gonna go to A to B on this thing and see what we can get ourselves into. These are some massive lug nuts. All right, so we figured one of the first things that we'll do is we might as well get it on 4 set of tires that aren't gonna blow up in our face, because if we move this thing, the last thing I wanna do is have the tire blow out and whack in the leg or whatever else, so. We're gonna be proactive about it and swap them out now. So we're trying to find a comparison. Yeah, there's a little circles, those are ovals. Well, there's a little lip around the ring and there's no lip right here. So they're very slightly different. But these are actual Outlaws. So they're almost identical. You wouldn't be able to know the difference. But these ones have tires that don't suck. So, I mean, look at this bulge. Nice. It's fine. Could have drove like that. Pioneers used to ride these babies for miles. It looks hard, dude. I like that. She's mean. Yep, that's gonna rub. 100%.
It'll self-clearance.
Oh yeah. It does look pretty damn good though, with a good, decent tire on it. I have a couple keys and fuel keys and I think a mailbox key. Oh, look at that, it comes off. Oh wow, that smells like Vaseline. So the front one I can get on. That smells like poo. I really need to see if the fuel gauges work to see if there's any fuel in it. The rear one, this one doesn't open. So we're not gonna worry about that. We're just gonna use this tank. Assuming the selector works, which if I curl underneath this thing, I don't even know. The good thing is that feels pretty empty. Alright, so we're checking in the air box now.
It has a brand new air cleaner in it.
It doesn't look bad though. Yeah, I'm sure there's a bunch of...
Yeah, they probably went...
Yeah! Based on what we see in the engine bay.
clip on the other side.
There you go. Oh yeah, let all the dirt right in the throttle body. You still hooked to something?
No, you're stuck on the AC wire. And now you're stuck on a wire.
There we go. Oh, nice! That's helpful. Oh, so I was right. So if it has 84,000 and it was parked in 03, then that means in a year you put 2,000 miles on it.
It's not bad.
It's not bad at all. 82,000. That's very nice and handy and helpful. People don't normally do that. Thank you, Tony, or whoever did this. Hold this towel rack, Chinese car. It's nice and backfirey and oily in there.
Part of the old filters.
Oh my
They didn't
gosh.
take it out apparently.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's not ideal. I was gonna say something backfired. It's like syrup.
That is Waffle House syrup.
Alright, well, we're probably gonna take these ones off next and check the throttle body out. I don't know, is it this MAF or is this speed density?
It's
Like
MAF.
it is
No,
MAF.
it's a speed density.
It is speed density, huh?
density?
Yeah. So it's like the early speed density. Alright, so we're gonna see if it'll even roll over. It should. The real question is, can I get the socket on? These fans are always in just the greatest spots. Ooh. Oh, this thing will run. Ow, I just pinched the living crud out of my pen. Look at that.
That was a...
Yeah, there's a lot going on, I will admit. Oh yeah, she has so much compression. Come on, Sparky, build compression whenever you want. Okay, well, that's ideal. Let's put a battery in it, turn the key, and see if it does anything. I do want to pull one of the plugs, which I forgot a spark plug socket, so that's sick. And then just take a lookie at one of the cylinders. But it spins that easy, I'm fine with just firing it over and seeing what it does. 86, I should have roller lifters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we should be good there. So I don't see no reason why we couldn't just, do a once over on everything, throw a battery in it, spray a little bit of starting fluid in it, and then see if it lights off. But I think I'm gonna unplug the injector harness for right now, so it doesn't just pull a bunch of garbage. It's got like 1 quart of oil in it. That's enough.
That's good enough.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
enough.
1540 we can dump in it.
No, that'll work. So we have to somehow get a little bit of oil all the way in that little hole. So that should be sick. Not gonna spill a drop, right?
Fun note.
Fun note. That'll work.
Seriously,
Look at that. That's what I was wondering. I was like, I wonder if it'll throw it in. Nice. Yeah, that'll do. Well, let's see if we, since I'm a pro at this, and everyone knows I've never supposed to drop of anything outside of a funnel before. Is this hydraulic oil?
No, it's 1540.
Oh, okay. I don't know what's happening down there. Is it missing?
No, it's going right.
You're good. You're good.
You're good.
Oh, right at the end.
Right on the header.
Nah, whatever. We'll let lube the headers up too. That's good enough. I think that's a solid, enough. Sorry, brother. That'll really stop him.
I unplugged it.
All that for one singular.
See if it goes off.
Disable an alarm in F250. Asking for a friend.
That's the radio. Or that's the...
You guys look really comfortable.
surprisingly, with this velour bench seat, it's not that bad.
Alright, got the tires on it. It's a little bit better now. They're all working on the security harness. They got half this thing apart.
I hate wiring on these.
Did you figure it out?
Well, there's something going on up in here because you see these wire nuts are in here. So I'm just trying to see what's going on up in here.
Because it seems like this little security dealio that's down here, the wiring goes down under the dash and then goes all the way to the passenger side of the truck, through the firewall, and then up to the battery, which you would think it would go to the fuse blocks to disengage the ignition, but it doesn't. So it's a big fiasco trying to figure out where it actually goes and why. Because we could just cut it, but the problem with cutting it is we might brick the whole truck. So we want to actually do it right and basically uninstall the installed security system so we can just get rid of it entirely and then go back to the stock stuff. So trying to decipher all this wiring is a little bit of a pain, but see how far we get.
This is some sort of diagnostic port.
Yeah, I think it's
This is
OB1.
for the light for the glove box.
Oh yeah, so
All it is to get a truck to start. We already verified it runs. Can't get it to stay running without the key off. Excuse me, sir.
I'm trying to clean up.
all right, step 3.
Remove the dashboard. Oh my gosh. Okay, oh, watch all the stuff. Toby, you want to help me grab this? Yeah.
The trip was rather pleasant as they went down their way. The merchant thought of all the things that he would do that day. What happens after this?
4 pages. Dad. Oh, I found another page. Here you go. There's another page. Alex, hey, wait a minute.
Took the cover off the speaker. I wonder what happens if I just break the speaker because there's still power.
Well, doesn't the wiring go up and over here? Is that the box
This is the control box.
for the security system?
Yeah.
Get rid of it. Oh, we also found out this thing is a lariat. Where'd you put the tag? Wow, this is bad. And
To be continued.
let's see if we fixed it. Plug the battery in. Oh, I guess not. I like how it's facing right at us now. Yeah, I was laying underneath the truck acknowledging how amazing the exhaust is. And that's totally a joke. And we found this. Who'd have thunk? Nice, that's actually pretty cool. Okay, that's just stuck there now. Oh, we have a battery that's doing battery things. And it's not blowing up in her face, so that's cool. Crosby, send her home.
You know what I think is thinking alarm system?
You took the mod.
Dude, that was like 90 bucks. Somebody could have won. Oh my god, look what you did to this thing.
So this harness went to it. This was the ground for it. This all went
This
to
is
it.
all for a security system.
Yep.
Wow.
I got you your Hearn.
That's the end of that.
Went down in
Little bastard. Should. Alright, well now you can get a better shot. This camera will do a little better. Because this is how you revive one of these trucks. You just rip all of the 80s wiring out of it. That is incredible.
Look at that. That's incredible. It's all just to have
A speaker.
yeah.
Hey, that yard. Hey, that's pretty.
Alarm's going off again.
Oh, you know what that probably is? It's either the door sensor or the motion sensor. These older ones, like if you look at, I don't know throw the switch.
There's so much.
If you look at it, there's a motion one. So it's like if they're trying to load it up on a trailer or something.
That shakes it.
The shaking of it will set the alarm off. And I wouldn't be surprised if that was it, or if it somehow jumped in with the fuel cutoff.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Did you break it?
Yeah.
Oh man. So I'm trying to get the fuel tank out. I pulled it out, and then Michael's done this on his bullnose before, so I'm trying to let him do the clips. So he's got the finesse that I don't. Look at a muffler, dude.
Safety squints.
Yeah, well, these are actual Z87s, so they're real. I can't find a red. These are the 2 biggest screwdrivers I own. Take off the filler neck. Look at that.
I walked over it.
Wow, look at that. It's a red screwdriver.
Wow, who would have thought? Thanks, buddy.
Oh no, I didn't break it.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
So anyways, hammer and flathead
Yeah. Yeah, I need the big one again.
and a Hummer.
Give me anything but a real hammer. Oh god. Ray Chrysler.
Wow, that thing's
Oh yeah. That doesn't look that bad. That's about what I expected. Oh, she's just mint. Oh, okay. It's
Tank
still in
sending
one
it
piece.
didn't explode.
Yay.
And this piece didn't shatter.
That's
That's
pretty-
insane.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think it would have ran.
It's got a lot of schmoo on it though.
That's why I wanted to pull it out now.
Yeah.
Alright. What do you think it looks like in there?
Stick your hand in there.
Okay, let's see what we got. Honestly, doesn't look bad. There's some schmoo in there? What is that? Oh yeah, there's some schmoo in there. Keep going. A little more. This way. No, this actually ain't bad. You'll take. The walls are good. I don't know. Pretty much just run it. You know, slosh it out and drain it and then pour it out and then throw some fresh stuff back in it. Yeah, I don't think it's actually that bad. This is why I ordered one of these before we even came up because I knew this was gonna happen. So this is what happens in fuel, which I guarantee is 87 octane. It sits for 20 years, it becomes whatever the hell this is. So yeah, we got a new one of those on order. It'll be here in the morning and then we can delete that. and put a freshie in, and then we should be good. So other than that, we still have no idea why the hell it's not running when the key's on accessory. Once we figure that out, we don't even need the fuel tank to get it, you know, to run, because we can run it on starting fluid for at least 3 seconds, but just the second you let off the starter, it kills it. So that's the part we're figuring out right now. All right, so let's try this again. Floor it. Yeah. Come on. Oh, no, dead battery. The good old crappy Die Hard. Oh, that's definitely the problem, huh? So you were pushing it down then,
I
huh?
was just ever so slightly bringing it back, because when you drop the key, it goes way down. Okay, the battery's dead, but I don't really want to kill it. I'm just grabbing it.
Hey, you even adjust that? Is it the box's issue, or is it the...
It might just be because it was sitting for so long, like just all the way up.
Yeah,
I'm thinking.
it doesn't want to go down.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll just have to cycle the key 3,000 times and throw some lubricant down there, and it's an easy fix. I mean, you can hear it actually ran there, so that's good. Day 2, wheels and tires are changed. Fuel tank is now clean. Went ahead and cleaned all that out, so we're ready to go now there. I think we figured out the issue. So we cut everything out of the harness that was for the ignition or the security system. This is the last piece of wiring for that. Yeah, so I guess the problem that we definitely figured out is the key rod switch ignition thing is definitely effed up. And we proved that. So if you turn the key,
It's already on, like it should be working right now. Look, radio dead.
yeah.
I turn it just before it starts to crank. And let off.
Nice.
So there you go.
Okay, so yeah, I guess that's new to me, but this rod up here goes all the way. Does it go through the firewall or just before it?
No, it stops before it.
Yeah, so then that box is almost like its own like relay box, and that tricks the ignition circuit.
That's kind of what it is.
Okay.
Tells the starter to go.
Okay, so we basically have to adjust this rod or adjust it at the box, one of the two. There might be a bushing at the box that might be broken or blown out or whatever. So we're gonna have to pull this lower piece off, drop the column down, check that out. But in theory, if we held the key in that position and cranked it, it would start, which is funny because I'm pretty sure it. Yeah, it like there's no fuel tank in it, and it still runs. Yeah, isn't that crazy? It still lights off. I haven't even sprayed any ether in it or nothing. We just gotta go ahead and get the column fixed up, and then I'm gonna throw the fuel tank back in it. We should be good, I think, in theory. Gonna throw some fresh gas in it. We just threw a bunch of heavy degreasers and water and just a bunch of rocks that we found on the floor. Threw that in there and shook it around a bunch, and it looks pretty good. So everything else will be good. We got a new fuel pump. We're gonna go and throw that in, so we don't have to worry about it. Got a couple clips because I know we broke them. The whole fuel system in that case should be okay. So the only thing I didn't bring was a little bit of seafoam to go ahead and clean it out a little bit because it hasn't ran in a while, but it's all right. This thing sounds really healthy, so I'm not really worried about it, but see how far we get. All right, so I'm about to put the fuel tank back in it, and one of the things I need to do is cut the super trick exhaust system out of this thing. If I don't do it now, I'm gonna have to do it later. You can see the over the axle pipe and everything, it's just all got holes in it, so it's all gonna have to be redone anyways. So I think I'm gonna just cut it off right after the cat so it's not incredibly loud. I'll just hack it there and then just cut everything out. I can get my head over there to get the fuel tank back in it, so it's a little bit easier to put it back in, but I think overall this won't be terribly hard. So
Alrighty. High school we go.
yeah,
The exhaust off with us.
yeah, literally, hammer that thing.
Wraps over the axle.
Yeah. Try not to slice my hand on this rotted out exhaust.
Man.
Look, the tip rotted off of it. That's why I threw at you. Casual. Dude, I cut the front part and this is what was in here. And I literally just pulled it out. No big deal. Nice. Yeah. Damn Flowmasters, man. Alright, taking fuel for the first time in like 20 years. That's cool. It's not peeing all over the floor, so that's nice. And it's not just backfeeding, so we got the little backfeed nozzle in right. Oh, never mind, spoke too soon.
Dude, this paint's gonna look mint.
Okay, fuel pump works now. That did not do that before. See if it primes. Is it shutting off on its own?
Yeah.
Okay, so in theory it should run, right? It's funny, I walk in, I go grab some paper towels in the back door, and I see my grandma sitting at the table. She's just jamming out to some Maroon 5. And I was like, nice, couldn't hear me. Grab my paper towels, just walk back out. I was gonna let her do her thing. So I'm just gonna slip this out down here, see what kind of brown garbage comes out of this. Here. Oh, there it is. Okay, now turn the key. And nothing up here yet. I mean, you can roll the motor over a couple times. That's what I thought was gonna happen. Alright, here, wait, let me try to push it again. I mean, I'm sure if I spray ether in it, it'll work. Just would rather clear it out while I can. Be real. Keep going. Still not catching fuel, huh? I'm almost pretty much out of ether too, so keep going. That's fine. Try it again. Another empty can. Yep. It should be catching fuel by now. It's got to be close. I mean, I get it. It's like empty tank, empty pump, empty everything else, but it should be pulling fuel by now.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully your lines aren't clogged.
I know, that's kind of what it's seeming like. Because I can't even get fuel at the rail. Alright, well, let's see what's going on. Our fuel filter is 100% clogged. That is our issue now. Yeah, we get fuel to the filter and the selector, but nothing after it, so we're pretty sure this thing is wrecked. Oh yeah.
Oh, it's not dissolved.
Doesn't look bad. Uh-oh.
Oh! Yeah, there we go.
Did you get it?
Yeah, nothing happened, and then the second time it like pushed something up.
Okay.
Keep going. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, that's good, that's good.
Stop.
Yeah.
It's clean now? Yeah, I should probably go get another one of these before we put this thing back together. It doesn't look terrible though. Like it looks like it would work. I'm sure if you put your lips on that and try to blow through it, it ain't gonna do anything. Alright, so what we did, went to the store, grabbed a couple of these guys, and I had to pull the main feed off because I'm not getting anything to bleed at the rail. So what I did, pulled this guy off. You can already see it's kind of brownish. So I'm gonna route this over here. I think it's clogged between here and the filter. So we gotta clear this line out. That's awesome. Okay, so we got post filter. Oh,
Oh my god.
it's like brown. Getting fresh gas yet? Just dump it all over the ground, screw it.
How dare you?
How dare you?
I'd say that's probably good.
Okay, I see it's flowing good at least. So now that's pre-regulator or post-regulator?
That's pre-regulator.
So now I have to do post-regulator. So pretty much what we have to do is at this point, we have to check every single piece. So it goes from tank to hardline, or pump to hardline, we had that. Now we were getting stuck at the field filter. Pre-filled filter, post-fill filter, get it all the way to there, and then we go to the regulator. Now we're at pre-regulator, and then we have to go post-regulator. That goes up to the fuel line, the hard line at the fuel rail where the injectors are. That's what I just pulled off. So as long as I can get fuel to the rail, everything else should be easy. So at that point, then as long as I can get the injector to fire, it'll kind of spray through, it'll run like crap for a little while until it clears out and gets new gas. So we're almost there. We're getting close. So we just got to get it post regulator, which should be up to my line that I pulled off. And then we can make it actually like stay running. So finally, it's a lot more work than I thought it was going to be, but oh well. So there's a secondary pump that we didn't see up right by the radius arm bushing. And this thing is like shake that little guy. Can't really hear it, but it's like a sludge. She's solid. Oh, got some fuel coming out of her now.
And drop it a few more times.
Yeah, this thing's like solid. Like you can hear it. Like So we're thinking it pretty much froze up solid. Get another one of these. There's a part number on it, so we traced it. You can't get them, but this stupid pump's freaking more expensive than the in-tank pump, which makes no sense. And I would assume there's one in the back. So if there's a pump in the rear tank, a pump in the front tank, and a pump in the frame rail, and this thing has 3 fuel pumps on it. That I did not expect. I figured there would be 1 in-tank pump per tank, and that's it. So, but yeah, try to get it out. Let's see what we can find.
The proper tools.
Yeah, that's basically a wrench. There's another one. It's an every size wrench down the bottom.
Every size wrench might work.
All right, we're doing a little science experiment. So this is the other pump. Doesn't want to work. So we're just gonna 12 volt this bastard right to the battery and see what it do. So I'm gonna very safely, this is the only way to do this. Put that like that. Put this on the ground like that.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. That sounds like
Get
soupy.
some
Yeah, that thing's still mint. I mean, I guess that works. All right, well, it works now. So let's thread the thing back in and hopefully it does stuff.
How dare you? Alright.
So in theory, now, you should have fuel at this line again, if I can get it. All right, go for it. Hey, finally! One more time? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we can run off that. This is good now. Nice. That fuel line on that rail. Check the purge at the valve stem thing. Go one more time and then we'll check the schmoo right here again. Oh, yeah, we got a lot of fuel pressure now. Oh my gosh. All right, see if she'll dial the life. Just go ahead and prime it a couple times. It should, I'm not even gonna ether, it should run. I guess fine, I'll give her some ether. It'll help. Come on, you got fuel. I just want these damn injectors to fire. Oh, it's so, dude, it's so close. Okay, so we're not getting injectors still. Yeah, we're still not getting injectors. Is it that stupid rod again?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
That's the key again, huh? Okay, it runs! Yeah, look at that, it runs good. Damn, that thing runs really good. Holy crap, I just ate everything that came out of that engine bay. Yay! Well, that was easy. Not really. Thing sounded good. You could try it again if you think you can hold it. I don't know. This thing runs mint. She's straight piped off the cat and everything. Oh,
I hear it missing, but yeah.
Look, the tack works. Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it works. Dude, it runs good. Definitely got a little miss to her. Couple plugs trying to come back in action. Thing sat for 20 years, fires up and idles. With the EFI too. Damn. So you just got to hold that little rod down, huh? It's kind of weird. So if you let go of it, it'll die. Nice. Does the fuel gauge work?
Oh,
Yeah,
let go.
Literally like that.
Yeah.
Dude.
Nice.
Hey, did you hear that? It runs.
Yeah, it's actually matter. It's kind of like that. It sounds good.
Yeah.
Too.
No, it's not bad. Yeah, it sounded really good. I was surprised after 20 years it held an idle.
It sounded familiar.
Yeah, right? It's been a little while. Heck yeah. 86 F250 runs and idles for the first time in 20 years.
Nice.
That is not bad. That's going to be a solid camping rig. Hell yeah,
She
dude.
loves it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Bitchin'. Trying to see if we can get any brakes. That's always ideal. It's just trying to find its own aisle, but I believe these are speed density because their trucks are. This thing runs idles better than my Fox body does. But I mean, you can see spark plug wires definitely are not ideal. But they're working. That's the thing. It's like not everything on these cars has to be absolutely perfect by the books and all redone. It just has to work. That's all this truck's gonna do.
It didn't warm yet. Oh, that's what I thought. Okay, we'll leave that.
Does the AC work? Oh,
Trying to
fuel
give it
gauge.
oil pressure delay.
Oh, is it not making any oil pressure? Well, it's making oil pressure because you can hear the lifters are making a ton of noise if there wasn't any oil pressure. That's definitely making oil pressure though. Those lifters would make way more noise if they weren't. See if it'll move. It kind of has brakes enough. But everything but the brakes and the transmission work. How many zip ties do you want? So this is that box that we were talking about. So you can see there's a rod, kind of just runs from the key into this. And what's ironic is you can see that this has lifted up out of it like that. So that's not supposed to be like that. So we're just gonna see what we can do to get it to stay down. Because I don't want to break the cast aluminum piece that holds it on. So I think Michael's just gonna zip tie it down. Because it seems like that's what's making the key not work. Because the issue is to get it to go into any gear, the key has to be out of the start position so you don't slam it in gear. It's part of the neutral safety switch and all that. And if we move the key back enough to put it in gear, it dies. So we have to actually fix it the right way before we can actually move it. So that's always fun, but we're almost there. So just gonna try a ghetto fix and then see if we can get it to do anything. I know the tranny doesn't work.
Oh,
That's reverse. There we go. Stop. There you go. Oh, look at that. Alright, pull it forward a little bit. Right back into its hole.
Nice.
Dude, look at that, it moves. Moves for the first time in 20 years under its own power, starts and stops, doesn't really have any rear brakes because there's no fluid and we're just gonna pretend we didn't check that. But it worked. Not bad.
There she goes.
Yeah, dude. Bitching. We're gonna move some of this crap, see if it'll actually like move around in the driveway and do normal drive things. Give this thing a whirl. That's crazy. They work. Yeah, they work.
Right out of its own grave.
Literally, look at the hole it was in. It's still cold.
Nice. You want to go drive it down there? See if we don't die?
I mean, it really doesn't have any brakes. Oh wow, I've never seen the side of the truck before. Like literally, it's always, ever since I was a little kid, I mean, I'm 24 years old, it's been here for 20 years. It's been up against that side of the hill. That's why this side has so much more patina on it. When you can walk to the other side and see the difference. It's like this side has significantly more paint on it. Because this tree and all of the plants would like hold moisture. There's my grandma over there. Alright, well, there you have it. Day and a half of work, a couple guys, a couple good friends, and a good time with an 86 Ford F250 that's been in my family for well over 20 years, but it's sitting in this spot since 2003, 20 years ago. And it runs and drives pretty well. I mean, we haven't done a crazy amount to it, although every single component in the fuel system was clogged solid, but we didn't do a lot. I put like 200 bucks in it, if that, and just miscellaneous fuel parts and a battery and any other stuff that I've had. Just parts lying around for the most part, a bunch of zip ties, a couple bolts and nuts, and other than that, a little bit of wiring work, and here you go. So Michael was nice enough to let me borrow his wheels. These are the old wheels off of his IDI because he converted it to a dually, so he was nice enough to let me use these, so thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
And but yeah, so from here, pretty much gonna get this thing towed over to my shop because it doesn't have plates, as you can see, and it's not Hasn't been on the road in forever, so it's not registered or anything yet. And we're gonna give it a good cleanup once over. And probably pull the transmission out, assuming it doesn't have any gears. I am gonna do a regular service and just make sure and do my own service on the tranny and see if I can go up and down the street and see if I can get all 3 gears back. But if I can't, we will be looking into doing a transmission rebuild. But anyways, hope you guys wanted to enjoy today's video. If you did want to support me, go down to 909speedcompany.com. Have a link in the description. Grab yourself something from the store. It does support me a lot. It really means a lot to me. And leave a like on the video. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. My new bullnose. I'm a bullnose brother now. 86 F250. Heck yeah. So, see you guys.